Hi, this is Dylan. Welcome to my daily trading analysis video. Today is Wednesday, 17th of June. So we're going to start off with the euro against US dollar. Alright, so here we are seeing the forward chart. As you can see, the price has been consolidating in a symmetrical triangle-like formation. And today we do not have much news from the euro except for the final CPI and the core CPI itself. But however, what's going to affect the euro more is the pound news for the average earnings index and the claimant count change. But what's most importantly is tomorrow at 2 a.m. or rather tonight itself, we have the FOMC statement, and we are expecting huge volatility from it. Also expecting a pretty huge whipsaw from here. Of course, we're not expecting that the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates this month itself. Although there has been a pretty good improvement in the economic data from the US, but it is probably a little bit too late for any decision in terms of interest rate hike at this moment. Alright, so the sentiment will be pretty much mixed in a way, so therefore we are expecting high volatility and whipsaws as well. So who advise to just observe rather than trying to go into any trade for this piece of news. But end of the day, for the technical analysis itself, we're actually expecting price to fall even further based on the three highs here, and the last high is actually a lower high from the previous one. Alright, so if we are actually looking to short somewhere at the price of 1.1310, of course, if it breaks above, then you will be back to the previous resistance level at the price of 1.1379. Alright, so that's for the euro against US dollar. Next, we have the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar. Alright, so in the forward chart, as we can see, the price is also little change as it consolidates further. Based on the structure itself, we're actually expecting price to appreciate further, but however, it has been taking a little bit too long, and we might expect price to actually fall further from here till it actually touches the bottom of the falling trend channel. So look for a short opportunity over here in the 15-minute chart. If you look at the chart itself, we're actually expecting price to break even further. But we're already seeing price breaking below. Expecting price will probably fall about another 5 to 10 pips. So from there we can wait for retracement, then look for the short opportunity instead. So that's pretty much for the New Zealand dollar against US dollar. Next, with the pound against the US dollar, price has appreciated a little bit further. And recover a loss from the yesterday data, as the PPI input has fell into negative zone, negative of 0.9 compared to the forecast of 0.7%, and CPI remains unchanged, or rather it has actually improved a little bit, but similar to the forecasts. That's probably the reason why it actually helps the pound to regain from a loss. And right now we are seeing the price is being resisted at the top, or rather at the peak of a second shoulder of a probable head and shoulder right here. Right, in the day one chart, we can see very clearly there's actually a head and shoulder that's forming. So based on technical itself, we're expecting price to fall further, but then again, things may change drastically due to the FOMC statement. Alright, so if price were to fall from here, and if the US news, the FOMC statement is a very hawkish one, then we are expecting price to really fall all the way to the bottom, or rather forming the head and shoulder right here. And of course, later on we have the key, a few key news for the pound is the average earnings index and the claimant count change. So just wait for the day PM for news trading. Probably you may be able to catch some group profits if it goes in the favor of the technical analysis right here. Alright, so that's for the pound against US dollar. Next, we have the Aussie against the US dollar. Alright, so for the chart itself, we're actually expecting price to fall further, as we have seen the price has been persistently resisted at the 200 moving average, which has been a good indicator as support and a resistance level based on the past record, as you can see. So right here we're just waiting for short opportunities. Let's zoom in the 15-minute charts. Alright, you can see that we have this formation right here. Price has break below the trend line itself, and actually right here right now will be a good chance to go for the short, unless you want to wait for price to retrace a little bit further, somewhere to the price of 0.7733. And I expect the price to fall all the way back to the price of 0.7603, the previous low, or rather at the Fibo expansion level 161.8%. So that's pretty much for the Aussie against US dollar. So just wait for a quick retracement, the smaller time frame, to go for the shorts. And next we have the dollar against the Japanese yen. So this 4-day chart, as you can see, the price has been squeezing very tightly amid the release of the FOMC statement later at 2 a.m. Rather tomorrow at 2 a.m. itself. So wouldn't expect much movement from here, but probably price might retrace a little, might appreciate a little bit based on the trend line right here. So probably somewhere at 123.61 is the highest that we can see before the FOMC statement. But based on the chart itself, on the structure, we actually expecting price to actually appreciate further from here. Alright, and that will all depends on the FOMC statement later on. So that's pretty much for the dollar against the Swiss franc. Last but not least, with the dollar against the Swiss franc, expecting price to appreciate further as it forms a probable rising trend channel, and as it got supported once again at the price of 0.9262, Fibo expansion, rather Fibo retracement level of 61.8%, and the top of a previously broken falling trend channel. Of course, that's already the past, but of course, from the structure right here, we are expecting price to appreciate further from here. So let's zoom in the smaller time frame. You may want to plot a trend line right here, so probably you may want to wait for price to retrace a little bit further again. But if you based on the 15-minute chart right here, we are actually expecting price to appreciate very soon. Alright, so this price right here could be a good chance to go for a long, but you may want to set your stop loss a little bit lower. So you might be expecting a stop loss of about close to 60 pips if you were to long right now. Alright, so but again, end of the day, we are still expecting it will still boils down to the FOMC statement later on at 2 a.m. So well, that's pretty much for the dollar against the Swiss franc. And last but not least, I would just like to touch on the Aussie against the Aussie against the Japanese yen. As you can see that in the weekly chart itself, there has been a rising trend channel. Price has rebounded off from the bottom, and expected price to appreciate further from here, at least till the falling trend line, as you can see right here. So in the 4-day chart itself, there has been a channel. Alright, so we can see that there is a very huge inverse head and shoulder that is forming right here. Not exactly huge, but rather a very prolonged one, and right now it is at the bottom of the channel itself, and therefore we are expecting price to rebound off from there. Price is about to hit the 200 moving average again, and that could be a very good price to go for a long. In fact, right now itself, in the 1-day chart, we are already seeing a inverse head and shoulder formation. Of course, I wouldn't put this as an ideal one, but we are expecting price to rebound very soon and appreciate very soon, so you might want to look for a long opportunity right here instead. And yes, that's for the Aussie against Japanese yen. And with that, I've come to the end of today's trading analysis video. So 2 pieces of news to watch out. One is the news at 4:30 p.m. with the average earnings index and claim account change for the pound. And last but not least, at 2 a.m. we have the FOMC statement. Alright, so with that, that's all, and thank you for watching. I'll see you again.